Blazing Saddles brings to mind a hilarious twist on westerns, yet the true story behind Mel Brooks' comedy reveals a tumultuous production process that was anything but lighthearted. Unruly tensions among writers and the studio led to a chaotic atmosphere where creative disagreements often overshadowed the humor. The film was so controversial that it faced cancellation at various points, putting immense pressure on everyone involved. Behind the scenes, producers worked diligently to manage the public's perception, downplaying the adversities faced during filming. Humor often masked the frustrations, while the critical messages in the script were a constant source of debate. As the film pushed boundaries, producers were left scrambling to quell potential backlash. Buckle up as we delve into the deeper truths that linger just beneath the surface of this iconic movie, exposing what the producers hoped to keep under wraps. Cleveland Little came close to missing out on the role of Sheriff Bart in Blazing Saddles. Originally, the part was made for Richard Pryor, a popular comedian at the time. However, studio executives chose not to cast him because of concerns over his lifestyle and the controversies that surrounded it. As a result, Cleveland Little stepped in and brought the character to life. Meanwhile, the role of the Waco Kid faced a similar fate. John Wayne, a legendary actor, turned down the part because he found the script's humor too risque. This opened the door for a series of other actors until Gene Wilder eventually won the role. His unique style well suited to the character's charm. The casting decisions didn't end there. Harvey Korman secured the part of Hedley Lemar after Johnny Carson, who was initially considered, opted out. As for Madeline Kahn, she was unsure about showing her legs during the audition for Lili Von Shtupp. However, after Mel Brooks clarified that the character was a parody, she felt more comfortable and agreed to go for it. This process showed how the film cast was shaped by various challenges and decisions, leading to its unique blend of humor and talent. Amid strong debates, the film Blazing Saddles, released in 1974, pushed boundaries through its humorous yet controversial approach to serious topics. The liberal use of racial slurs aimed to mock the racism prevalent in society, which faced significant resistance from executives. Many felt uncomfortable with the film's raw take on race, fearing backlash for its bold statements. One key character, Lili Von Shtupp, portrayed by Madeline Kahn, delivered a memorable seduction scene that sparked discussions about its appropriateness. Some studio executives worried it might be too risque or distracting. The infamous campfire fart scene also generated extensive debate, with many questioning its tastefulness, while others saw it as clever satire of the genre. Mel Brooks, the film's writer and director, stood firm in keeping this edgy content because he believed it added to the film's comedic and thought-provoking nature. His determination to maintain these elements showcased the film's intention to challenge societal norms and entertain audiences at the same time. The story goes that actress Hedy Lamarr took legal action against Mel Brooks after the release of the 1974 movie Blazing Saddles. She believed that the use of her name for the villain character, Hedley Lamarr, harmed her reputation. Lamarr was known for her beauty and talent, and being associated with a comedic villain in a satire led to her feeling that people might mistakenly link her persona to the character's misdeeds. The lawsuit was for a hefty sum of $100,000, reflecting her belief that the use of her name was more than just a playful reference. Mel Brooks, known for his sharp humor, later settled the matter out of court. Interestingly, he chose to see the brighter side of the incident, joking about how the legal trouble actually brought unexpected publicity for both him and the film. This situation illustrates how comedy, popularity, and reputation can intersect in surprising ways in Hollywood, particularly when a creative decision inadvertently stirs controversy. The incident remains a notable part of the film's history, showing how humor sometimes leads to unintended consequences in the entertainment industry. Despite initial doubts, Warner Brothers faced significant challenges when it came to releasing Blazing Saddles. Executives were convinced that the film would perform poorly at the box office, predicting it would be a flop. This skepticism was rooted in concerns about its bold comedic style and satirical take on sensitive issues like race. The initial test screenings yielded mixed reactions, causing even more uncertainty. Different opinions arose regarding how the film should be marketed and who the target audience was. In the midst of all this, Mel Brooks played a crucial role in persuading Warner's president to support a full release instead of shelving the project entirely. His dedication and belief in the film's potential were vital. Eventually, the decision paid off as Blazing Saddles found its place in popular culture and became a commercial success, surprising many who initially doubted its appeal. The scriptwriting process for the 1974 movie Blazing Saddles was anything but ordinary, involving a talented group of comedic writers. The team included notable figures like Richard Pryor and Norman Steinberg. This collaboration created a unique environment where creativity thrived in unexpected ways. The sessions were often chaotic, characterized by spirited debates and wild ideas. It was not uncommon for the writers to rely on alcohol and stimulants, which contributed to an unpredictable dynamic. Through the chaos, tension sometimes flared, but this competitive spirit pushed everyone to elevate their game. Each writer brought their own flavor to the table, resulting in clashes that only enriched the final product. Despite the frequent arguments and off-the-wall brainstorming sessions, the end result was groundbreaking. The film became a landmark in comedy, celebrated for its sharp satire and willingness to tackle social issues with humor. This blend of chaos in the writing room birthed a film that continues to resonate with audiences, showcasing the beauty of collaboration in the unpredictable world of comedy. Initially, the film had the working title of Tex-Ex, which highlighted its intent as a Western parody. This title hinted at the film's playful take on classic Western themes, setting the stage for what audiences would find in its humor and narrative. Along the way, the creators explored other titles, such as Black Bart and Purple Sage. These options reflected various themes and connections to Western culture. However, it was during a sudden moment of inspiration that Mel Brooks, the film's creator, devised the title Blazing Saddles while taking a shower. This title not only encapsulated the energy and humor of the film but also emphasized its satirical elements. The film captures a variety of comedic tones, blending sharp wit and social commentary as it pokes fun at racial stereotypes and the Western genre itself. Its development showcases how a brainstorming process can lead to a final product that resonates with both humor and cultural critique, making it a beloved classic that continues to entertain audiences even decades after its release. Despite critical acclaim, the film Blazing Saddles faced serious financial difficulties upon its release in 1974. The initial box office returns were disappointing, which surprised many given the strong reviews it received. One reason for this was the confusing marketing strategies that did not clearly convey the film's unique blend of humor and satire. Instead of focusing on its edgy and bold content, the promotion seemed to struggle with how to present the film's themes, leaving potential viewers unsure about what to expect. Furthermore, the film lacked recognizable star power, as it featured a cast that was not widely known to the public at the time, which likely contributed to the hesitance of some audiences to attend theaters. The combination of these factors ultimately limited its financial success at the start, even though the film would go on to gain a significant following and be regarded as a classic in the years that followed. Despite being a comedy, Blazing Saddles stirred up a significant amount of controversy upon its release in 1974. Some viewers, unable or unwilling to understand the film's satire, sent a wave of racist hate mail to the filmmakers. This reaction reveals how deeply entrenched racist attitudes still were in parts of America at the time. The satire aimed to expose and ridicule these very racist beliefs, showcasing the absurdity and ignorance of such attitudes through humor. Unfortunately, many individuals failed to grasp this intention, leading to a strong backlash. Mel Brooks, the film's creator, became a target for unsettling threats and insults, demonstrating how polarizing the film really was. This hateful response not only sheds light on the film's controversial legacy, but also highlights the ongoing societal issues regarding racism that continue to resonate today. The reaction from certain segments of the audience reflected a refusal to confront uncomfortable truths, showing how the film's critique of racism was sometimes misinterpreted as endorsement. Amid the humorous yet controversial backdrop of Blazing Saddles, substance abuse became a notable issue among the cast. Cleavon Little, the lead actor, faced challenges as he tried to navigate the film's vibrant party atmosphere, often feeling out of place. His struggle with fitting in reflects the pressures placed on performers, especially when the environment is laced with excess. Meanwhile, Slim Pickens, beloved for his memorable performances, reportedly had his share of difficulties as well. He often appeared drunk on set, which could have impacted his performance and the overall production. Despite these personal battles, the actors managed to deliver remarkable performances that became integral to the film's success. The interplay of their experiences, both on and off the screen, added a unique layer to the film that transcended its comedic elements. As the story unfolds in this satirical take on the Wild West, the presence of these substance-related issues showcases the complexities faced by those in the entertainment industry during that era. The blend of their challenges and sheer talent contributed to the film's lasting legacy. The film encountered significant hurdles in the home video market, primarily due to its controversial content. Major rental chains like Blockbuster, which were essential for movies to thrive, initially refused to carry it, fearing backlash from customers and critics alike. This resistance stemmed from the film's bold humor and frank discussions that challenged social norms and stereotypes. Despite these challenges, Mel Brooks remained undeterred, putting in relentless efforts to change perceptions surrounding the film. Eventually, he managed to secure a trial run in select stores, allowing some audiences to finally experience the movie through home viewing. However, even after this limited availability, the film continued to face scrutiny for years, reflecting enduring debates about race, satire, and comedy's role in society. Over time, attitudes shifted, leading to wider acceptance, but the initial resistance highlighted the broader challenges films can face when pushing the boundaries of traditional humor and societal themes. Blazing Saddles, directed by Mel Brooks in 1974, stands as a polarizing piece of cinema that has sparked discussions for decades. At its core, the film tells the story of a corrupt political figure who appoints a black sheriff, played by Cleavon Little, in an attempt to sabotage a small western town. While some view this narrative as a clever exploration of themes like racism and social satire, others regard it as a disconnect from what they expect in terms of entertainment and humor. Supporters of the film often celebrate it as a classic from Mel Brooks, whose signature style intertwines parody and social commentary. The character of the black sheriff, who becomes a formidable adversary to the corrupt boss, is seen as a bold statement against the prevailing norms of the time. The film cleverly subverts traditional Western tropes, while offering a critique on race relations, making it a significant entry in both the comedy and film genres. Many fans appreciate its audacity, and the way it challenges audiences to confront uncomfortable truths, often through absurd and exaggerated scenarios. Conversely, detractors argue that Blazing Saddles is a product of its era that has not aged well. Criticism points to a reliance on outdated humor, including juvenile gags that don't resonate with contemporary audiences. Some viewers felt that the film lacked coherence and was bogged down by overused references, particularly those related to Germany, which seemed to cater exclusively to Mel Brooks' comedic style rather than broader humor. This perspective reveals a sentiment that the film's shock value does not translate to laughter, leading to expressions of frustration regarding its acclaim and the accolades it has received. Additionally, there is an acknowledgement of Gene Wilder's presence in the film, though one review mentions his performance alongside a sense of disbelief at the material he was working with. This blend of admiration and disappointment underlines the complexity of opinions surrounding the film. While some maintain that Wilder's talent brings a modicum of grace to the film, others view the script itself as fundamentally flawed, leading to an overall experience that feels disjointed. Ultimately, Blazing Saddles exists within a framework of diverse opinions that highlight its role as both an iconic parody and a controversial comedy. Where some see a clever critique intertwined with humor, others perceive it as an overrated work that fails to deliver on its lofty reputation. This divergence of views makes the film a notable topic of discussion, illustrating how humor and societal issues can evoke contrasting reactions among audiences. As we wrap up our look at Blazing Saddles, the laughter and satire leave a lasting impression, but there is so much more beneath the surface. This film was not only groundbreaking for its humor, but also for its remarkable cast, whose journeys after the credits rolled are equally captivating. From the iconic performances that challenge societal norms to the personal stories of the actors, each carried a unique legacy beyond this classic comedy. We will explore how their lives evolved after the film's release, revealing surprising twists, career changes, and enduring contributions to film and television. What paths did they take? How did they continue to influence the industry and culture? Join us as we dive into the fascinating tales of the talented individuals who brought Blazing Saddles to life, uncovering the secrets behind their enduring impact and the hidden chapters of their lives. You won't want to miss this. In the 1974 film Blazing Saddles, Dom DeLuise portrayed Buddy Bazaar, a flamboyant character who added a sense of humor and chaos to the story. While DeLuise's role was minor, it showcased his comedic talent and flair for performance. His ability to blend physical comedy with sharp wit made his character memorable, providing laughter amid the film's satire on racism and the Western genre. Following Blazing Saddles, DeLuise's career flourished as he starred in several films and television shows, including The Cannonball Run, and a long partnership with Mel Brooks, featuring in films like The 12 Chairs. Behind the scenes, DeLuise's life was marked by significant struggles. A lifelong battle with weight issues led to severe health problems, including various surgeries over the years. He faced personal hardships, including the loss of his son, which deeply affected him. Scandals occasionally surrounded him, largely involving his weight and health, but he remained a beloved comedic figure. In later years, DeLuise embraced cooking and published several cookbooks, showcasing another side of his talent. He passed away in 2009, but his legacy in comedy continues, remembered for his charisma and laughter. Last known updates about his life focus on his influence in the comedy world and ongoing tributes celebrating his contributions. Madeline Kahn's portrayal of Lily von Shtupp in the 1974 movie Blazing Saddles stands out as a darkly comedic figure characterized by her seductive charm and sharp wit. Her ability to infuse humor with depth made her performance memorable, aligning perfectly with the film's satirical tone. Kahn's role as a sultry, scheming cabaret singer captured both the absurdity and complexity of her character, contributing to the film's critical success and enduring cult status. Kahn faced personal hardships throughout her life. Her early years were marked by the loss of her father, who died when she was just a child. This trauma shaped her view of the world. Behind the scenes, her career was not without scandal. Kahn battled with anxiety and depression, which often affected her work, leading to momentary retreats from the public eye. Despite these challenges, she continued to act in various films and television shows, earning accolades and recognition. In her later years, Kahn quietly withdrew from the spotlight, focusing on her personal life and navigating her struggles. She was awarded multiple Tony Awards and received an Academy Award nomination for her role in the 1971 film Paper Moon. Kahn passed away in 1999 from ovarian cancer at the age of 57, leaving behind a legacy marked by both her brilliant artistry and the shadows of her personal battles. Mel Brooks brought a unique blend of humor and attitude to the role of Governor Lepidmain in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles. His character, known for being easily manipulated and humorous in an absurd way, served as a reflection of a political figure disconnected from reality. Brooks's performance was marked by a comedic style that cleverly undermined authority while showcasing his talent for improvisation. Following the film, Brooks continued to explore his creativity through various projects, including directing and screenwriting. His career was not without struggles. He faced criticism and challenges in the entertainment industry, including the infamous backlash against his film History of the World. Part I, on a personal level, Brooks dealt with the tragic loss of his longtime wife, Anne Bancroft, who passed away in 2005, leaving a profound impact on him. Today, Mel Brooks remains a significant figure in comedy, frequently celebrated for his work and resilience despite life's trials. Richard Farnsworth played the role of Sheriff Bart's ally in the 1974 movie Blazing Saddles, offering a performance that balanced humor with the gravity of the character's plight. His portrayal stood out amidst the film's outrageous satire, contributing a layer of sincerity to the chaotic narrative. Farnsworth's career, however, was marred by personal struggles. He faced significant hardships, including a battle with depression and a pivotal moment in his life where he was involved in a severe horse riding accident that left him with lasting injuries. His later years were marked by a diagnosis of terminal cancer, which he faced with quiet dignity. Notably, Farnsworth had a troubled history with the Hollywood system, where he was often seen as an underdog amidst a backdrop of scandal and industry drama. He cultivated a reputation for being private, letting few into his personal sphere while fiercely protecting his family life. In his final years, he continued to act, earning an Academy Award nomination for his role in The Straight Story shortly before his death in 2000. This last chapter serves as a poignant reminder of his resilience. In the 1974 film Blazing Saddles, David Sharp portrayed the memorable role of Man in Suit, a character serving as a representation of the film's satirical edge towards the corruption and manipulation in the movie industry. Although his screen time was brief, Sharp's performance was impactful and contributed to the film's overall critique of racism and social issues in America. David Sharp had a diverse career as a stuntman and actor, participating in numerous westerns and action films throughout the 1950s and 1960s. His skills in acrobatics and stunt work were widely recognized, leading him to work alongside major stars. However, Sharp's life was not without darkness. He battled with alcohol addiction, which affected his career and personal relationships. Additionally, his stint involves numerous injuries, indicating the physical toll of his profession. Later in life, details about Sharp became scarce, and he seemed to fade from public view by the late 1990s. He grappled with financial difficulties, losing many of his possessions. The last known information suggests that he lived in obscurity until his passing. His legacy remains, marking a complex blend of triumph and hardship in Hollywood. John Hillerman played the character Howard Johnson in the 1974 movie Blazing Saddles, portraying a comical figure who attempted to uphold the town's decency amid the chaos. His nuanced performance was part of a film that infused humor into the very serious topics of race and political correctness, revealing Hillerman's ability to find depth in absurdity. Though best known for his role in Magnum P.I., where he was the reclusive and sophisticated Jonathan Higgins, Hillerman's career is marked by a versatile range of performances on stage and screen. After Blazing Saddles, Hillerman faced some personal troubles. He struggled with the pressures of fame, battling alcoholism that disrupted both his personal life and professional relationships. His dark years saw him retreating from Hollywood, leading to relative obscurity after his peak. Notable was his involvement in various delicate scandals, including a significant incident in 1993 where he was accused of domestic disputes, resulting in a public backlash. In recent times, Hillerman lived in relative seclusion, passing away in 2017, marking the end of a life that reflected both the glories and challenges of a Hollywood career. Last known details indicate he left behind a legacy of complex characters and a reminder of the personal battles many face behind public personas. Don McGowan played the character of Gum Chewer in the 1974 comedy Blazing Saddles, a role that became a minor yet resonant part of the film. His performance, although brief, stood out in a film that blended humor with sharp social critique. This role was part of a career during which McGowan appeared in various television shows and movies, often portraying strong, rugged characters. Beyond his acting career, McGowan faced significant personal challenges, including battling addiction and experiencing the pressures that come with being in the public eye. He had a mysterious aura that intrigued many, partly due to his struggle with inner demons, which contrasted sharply with his on-screen persona. After years of working in film and television, McGowan seemed to vanish from the spotlight. Information about him became scarce, leading to speculation about his later years. He continued to have a quiet existence away from fame until his passing in the late 2000s, leaving a legacy marked by both his cinematic contributions and a life fraught with personal hardships. Tom Steele portrayed a townsman in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles, famous for a comedic fall from a chair, exemplifying the blend of humor and chaos that characterizes the film. This seemingly minor role left a lasting impact on audiences, becoming a memorable moment in cinema history. Steele's career did not end with Blazing Saddles. He continued acting in various television series and films, often in supporting roles. But the recognition he gained from this film was unmatched. Steele faced personal challenges, including struggles with typecasting and the difficulties of navigating the entertainment industry as an older actor. His life was marked by periods of hardship, particularly during the late 80s and early 90s when he faced financial difficulties and a decline in acting opportunities. A notable scandal involved accusations of mismanagement of funds during a theater production that he was part of, which tarnished his reputation for some time. As of the last known information, Tom Steele has faded from public view, with little known about his later years, leaving a cloud of mystery around his life after fame. Gene Wilder's role as Jim in the 1974 movie Blazing Saddles showcased his exceptional talent for blending comedy with sincere emotion. Wilder's character brought depth to a film known for its sharp humor, making Jim a figure of compassion amid chaos. His performance was a turning point in his career, allowing him to become a household name. Following Blazing Saddles, Wilder partnered with Mel Brooks, and later became famous for his roles in films like Willy Wonka and The Chocolate Factory, and Young Frankenstein. He faced personal challenges, including the loss of his third wife, Gilda Radner, to cancer in 1989, which left a profound mark on his life. Wilder's later years were shrouded in mystery as he distanced himself from Hollywood, choosing to focus on writing and painting. He battled Alzheimer's disease in the years leading up to his death in 2016, which added a layer of tragedy to his once vibrant personality. Wilder's life was an intriguing mixture of talent and personal struggles, reminding us that even the brightest stars wrestle with darkness. Slim Pickens portrayed the character Taggart in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles, a role that showcased his unique ability to blend comedy with the ever-present tension of westerns. His performance as the bumbling, corrupt sheriff gave audiences a glimpse into the absurdity of authority, fitting well into the film's satirical context. Pickens had a distinctive presence that combined charm and menace, making Taggart memorable. After Blazing Saddles, Slim Pickens continued to have a successful career in film and television. He starred in a variety of roles, often playing characters that highlighted his Western roots. However, his personal life was marked by hardships. Pickens faced challenges with health issues, struggling with the effects of a stroke later in his life. He also dealt with the complexities of fame, grappling with the balance between a public persona and personal struggles. In his later years, he remained active in Hollywood, appearing in the 1980 film The Black Stallion, but he soon withdrew from the spotlight. Slim Pickens passed away in 1983, leaving behind a legacy that blended humor with poignant reflections on the human experience. His life, full of ups and downs, continues to intrigue and shock, revealing the complexity behind the man known for his robust characters. The last known information about him points to a gradual decline in health prior to his death, emphasizing the often unseen battles faced by those in the entertainment industry, even after achieving iconic status. Harvey Korman's portrayal of Hedley Limar in the 1974 movie Blazing Saddles stands out as a darkly comedic villain full of scheming and self-importance. Korman's charisma added depth to the role, making Hedley both comical and menacing. His character's relentless pursuit of power and control showcased Korman's knack for blending humor with more sinister themes. This role solidified Korman's status as a talented actor in Hollywood. After Blazing Saddles, Korman had a successful career that included roles in films, television, and theater. He was a key player on The Carol Burnett Show, where his comedic timing shone through in countless sketches. Despite his professional success, Korman faced personal challenges, including the hardships of 2 failed marriages. He also dealt with the emotional toll of losing his only son, which profoundly impacted his life. Korman's struggles with health later in life included undergoing heart surgery. He continued acting until his health began to decline. The last known information about Korman indicates he passed away in May 2021 at the age of 85, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and memorable performances. His contributions to entertainment remain influential and well-remembered. Robin Hilton portrayed the character Miss Stein in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles. Her role is memorable yet brief, with a sultry demeanor that contributes to the film's overarching satire on racism and westerns. Hilton's striking appearance and bold performance left an indelible mark, showcasing her ability to balance humor with the underlying themes of the movie. After Blazing Saddles, Hilton's career took a different turn. She made appearances in other films and television shows but struggled to find consistent work. While her early success suggested a promising future, Hilton faced challenges in an industry notorious for typecasting and shallow roles for women, especially those who fit a certain mold. In the late 1970s, Hilton retired from acting and her life shifted to personal matters. She dealt with a high-profile divorce that drew media attention. Rumors and speculation about her post-career choices swirled in Hollywood, hinting at a darker time. As of the latest information, Robin Hilton has remained largely out of the public eye, avoiding interviews and media events. This absence fuels a sense of intrigue around her life after fame, leaving fans to ponder her story without clear answers. Her enigmatic presence continues to haunt the film community, a stark reminder of a time when she captivated audiences yet drifted away into obscurity. Alex Karras played the memorable role of Mongo in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles, showcasing his imposing physical presence and comedic talent. Mongo, a towering figure with few words, became an instant classic, remembered for his deadpan humor and unexpected moments of tenderness. Karras's performance stood out in a film filled with social satire, reflecting the absurdities of race and power dynamics in America. After the success of the movie, Karras faced numerous challenges off-screen. He battled personal demons, including a well-documented struggle with alcoholism. Karras' life was marred by early scandals, notably his involvement in a betting scandal that led to his suspension from professional football. Beyond sports and film, he faced family hardships, including struggles with his health. Later in life, Karras was diagnosed with dementia, which he and his family attributed to his football career. He passed away in 2012, but his legacy continues through his memorable roles and the challenges he faced in life. Last known information highlights ongoing research into the effects of NFL-related injuries on mental health. Patrick Labyorteaux played the role of Henry in the 1974 movie Blazing Saddles, delivering a performance that stood out amid a cast of comedic legends. Henry's character was integral in the film's exploration of race and satire, providing depth to the absurdities surrounding the main storyline. Despite his youthful start in a groundbreaking comedy, Labyorteaux faced personal and professional hurdles as his career progressed. After Blazing Saddles, he appeared in several television shows, including a significant role in the series Matt Houston and a recurring character on the long-running series Jag. Throughout his career, Labyorteaux battled personal challenges, including issues with family dynamics that sometimes strained his relationships in the industry. Notably, he faced struggles with addiction, a dark chapter that almost derailed his career. In recent years, he has remained out of the public eye, focusing on private endeavors and maintaining a low profile. The last known information about his life suggests that he has found a semblance of peace away from Hollywood's glare, living a quieter life. Count Basie had a memorable cameo role in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles, where he played the piano and served as a band leader for the movie's infamous end scene. His presence added a layer of authenticity to the film's musical elements, and his ability to blend humor with talent resonated with the audience. While the film was a satirical take on race and the American West, Basie's appearance was emblematic of his ability to navigate complex social landscapes, using music as a bridge while reflecting the era's struggles. Born in 1904, Basie faced numerous hardships throughout his life, including challenges related to segregation and the music industry's racial dynamics. He battled personal issues such as alcoholism and the toll of being away from home due to extensive touring. Furthermore, scandals surrounded his relationships, particularly his tumultuous marriage to Catherine Morgan, which ended in a messy divorce that tarnished his public image for a time. In his later years, despite these struggles, Basie continued to perform and innovate until his health began to decline. He passed away in 1984, but his legacy lives on through his distinctive style and the way he challenged societal norms. Recently, there have been ongoing celebrations of his work, with younger generations of musicians citing him as a major influence, ensuring that Count Basie's spirit continues to inspire. Cleavon Little gained fame for his role as Bart in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles, a satirical western that challenged racial stereotypes. Little's portrayal was bold and marked by sharp comedic timing, making him a standout amidst a talented cast. He faced the challenge of playing a central character in a film rife with racial tensions, yet he infused Bart with a mix of resilience and humor, navigating the absurdity of the world around him. After Blazing Saddles, Little struggled to find roles that matched his talent and impact. His career included performances in Broadway productions and television shows, but he encountered significant obstacles, such as the industry's limited opportunities for black actors. Little experienced personal hardships, including battles with depression and the pressures of celebrity life. Despite these challenges, he remained committed to his craft. Little's later years were marred by declining health, as he was diagnosed with cancer. He passed away in 1992 at the age of 53, leaving behind a legacy filled with laughter and thought-provoking performances. His impact persists, reminding audiences of the complex realities faced by artists of color. David Huddleston played Olson Johnson in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles, a character that provided both comedic relief and sharp social commentary. His portrayal of the bumbling but well-meaning sheriff was central to the film's satirical take on racism and the absurdities of the Wild West. This performance marked a significant moment in his career, highlighting his knack for blending humor with social critique. After Blazing Saddles, Huddleston's career continued in television and film, with appearances in shows like The Wonder Years and films such as The Big Lebowski, where he portrayed the dignified character known as the Big Lebowski. In his personal life, Huddleston faced a range of struggles. His health became a concern later in life, leading to various hospitalizations. He experienced financial difficulties and had to file for bankruptcy in the early 2000s, which caused stress and uncertainty. His relationships were marked by complexity. He was married 3 times, and while he had children, not much is publicly known about their lives. As he aged, Huddleston stepped back from Hollywood, choosing to focus on personal interests. His last known appearance was in 2004, and he passed away in 2016. His later years reflect a quieter, introspective life away from the spotlight, leaving behind a legacy marked by both iconic roles and personal tribulations. Sally Kirkland played a cashier in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles, delivering a memorable performance that echoed the film's sharp satire. Her character, though minor, contributed to the portrayal of absurdity and social critique woven throughout the storyline. Following her role in Blazing Saddles, Kirkland's career included a range of performances in both film and television, like her acclaimed role in Anna, which earned her an Academy Award nomination. However, her journey has not been without controversy. Kirkland faced personal struggles, including battles with addiction. Her life was marked by turbulent relationships, including partnerships with notable figures such as actor Robert De Niro. Following the heights of her early career, she encountered a series of setbacks, including struggles to find consistent roles and periods of financial instability. Recently, Kirkland has continued to act, with appearances in independent films and a resurgence of interest in her work. Her story underscores resilience amidst the shadow of Hollywood's demanding nature and unpredictable fate. Blazing Saddles became a landmark in comedy when it was released in 1974. Directed by Mel Brooks, this movie challenged social norms and used humor to address serious topics like racism and stereotypes. The film's unique blend of satire and slapstick featured actors like Cleavon Little and Gene Wilder, who brought unforgettable characters to life. Over the years, many cast members faced various challenges in their careers, navigating Hollywood's complexities while leaving a lasting impact on the industry. This film not only entertained but also sparked conversations about race and equality, influencing future comedies. As we wrap up, think back to your childhood. Did you watch Blazing Saddles? What memories do you associate with it? Maybe it was a family movie night or friends laughing together. Share your stories in the comments. Your memories connect us and keep the spirit of this classic film alive.